The blend in Bal d'Afrique is what makes this fragrance so damn great. Keep it tuned in. What's going on, YouTube fragrance family? Welcome to another Robes 08 fragrance review. Today is my very first full-fledged review on the house of Byredo, and we're gonna go with the scent called Bal d'Afrique. Let's get into it. Bal d'Afrique hit the shelves in 2009. Bottle sizes are the 1.7 ounce and the one you see here, the 3.3 ounce bottle. Concentrations eau de parfum. Pricing online, you're looking at approximately $150 to $320 online for a bottle of this. Discounters do have it available. Usually when a discounter has this, they go quick. I've seen that on FragranceNet, Notino, and also Fragrance X. So once they have it in stock, snatch them up. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of the fragrance review, I want to thank my partner FragranceX.com for Bal d'Afrique. If you want to check out the house of Byredo, FragranceX.com has basically the bulk of the Byredo lineup. Bal d'Afrique is where I got mine. You can utilize my code ROBES08. You get a sweet discount, 15% off. Let's get into the review. The nose behind this one is Monsieur Atelier Cologne himself, Jérôme Epinette. And boy, this summer I got to know Monsieur Epinette because I sniffed at least 2 dozen of his fragrances just straight up from Atelier Cologne. So Jérôme Epinette, unfortunately his masterpiece is not from the house of Atelier. It is smack dab in front of me from the house of Byredo. What happened there? Jérôme, a very good perfumier since I know his style, or I got to know his style this year. Really great for openings of fragrances, great with citruses and things like that. Very vivid, authentic, and he does his thing in this fragrance too. So let's get into the notes. Let's talk about the notes a little bit. In the opening, we have bergamot, lemon, neroli, African marigold, bouchu, black currant. In the mid, we got violet, jasmine petals, and cyclamen. And in the base, we have black amber, musk, vetiver, and atlas cedar. This is a vetiver-based scent. Major notes to my nose would have to be the vetiver, the atlas cedar, the black currant, and the African marigold. Group, this is an aromatic, woody fragrance. It really does have... it's one of those fragrances that's smack dab in the middle. It's not strictly just summer, and it's definitely not a winter-based scent, but you can wear it in the middle. It's great for spring and fall, for these Canadian seasons for me. But it gravitates from fall to spring and hugs of course, the summer a little bit. So it's one of those fragrances that's super versatile. How many sprays and where? Well, I go my usual 1 on the chest, and then I do 2 on the neck. 1 here, and then 2 on the arms. As I'm wearing a long sleeve, let's go pulse points right here. Let's do that. And oh, that opening, she's gorgeous. Now let's delve in that opening. She's beautiful, but gotta describe her. So I'm just gonna do another spray here on the back of my hand, just to remind me of this introduction. But the introduction, very busy with Bal d'Afrique. And when I first heard about this fragrance, Bal d'Afrique, I didn't think it was going to be a fresher fragrance. Just Africa-based fragrances usually when it has the name, and I know it's just my, just my thinking. I'm thinking of something a little darker, something maybe for fall and winter. But this, oh, she's beautiful, and she's beautiful through and through. I love this opening. I never get bored of it, and what can I say? How can I describe this before I get into the real meat and potatoes? It's fresh, it's authentic, and it's complex to really outstanding as an opening. So first sniff, I'm enveloped by authenticity. And that means citruses, and that means fruit. And those citruses that I was talking about in the note breakdown, I get a lot of them in this opening. It's a very busy opening, but yet at the same time, very transparent, beautiful, and what it is I want to get into the black currant because that's what I'm getting, that fruity hit, and a lot of people get that fruity hit, but oh, it's beautiful. All right, well, if you know anything about Epinette's background, is that he is known for authentic, juicy openings, like I said earlier in this review, and for most of the Atelier Colognes on the market that he has built, if you have any experience with them, you know what I'm talking about. He utilizes that skill for Bal d'Afrique. And good, because don't waste that skill. The one difference with Atelier Scents is a lack of a solid dry down. That's a lot of things that are missing from AP Net fragrances for Atelier Cologne. However, with Bal d'Afrique, it doesn't lack in that category at all. It has a great dry down that goes with this great opening. So I'm very happy to announce that. The opening and dry down are equally great here. I get in the opening a juicy lemon bergamot combo, and at times a little orange from that neroli that pops through, and those are all well balanced. They're authentic as they can get. However, a little short-lived for me, but it is what it is. Now in fragrance reviews, I'm always looking for that X factor, that one note either that's kind of hidden or it's a note that just really is that X factor in a fragrance that really just grabs my attention. The X factor in Bal d'Afrique, no, it's not the vetiver. Yes, vetiver is huge in this fragrance. It is your central theme, but the X factor in this fragrance that sells a lot of people on this fragrance is the black currant. It reminds me of the black currant utilized in Pulp, which is another Byredo fragrance that I have to review. She's right there, she's waiting, and I know a lot of you have been waiting for that fragrance review. Now it utilizes that black currant that's in Pulp that I love so much, and it goes into Bal d'Afrique and it does so well. It just doesn't give you just uplifting, juicy citruses, but it gives you that fruity with the citruses, which is a great, great mesh. It really makes this opening much more interesting than just beautiful citruses. So the fruitiness, dare I say, takes the user's nose. I really think the citruses do hit me, but that black currant really just takes over my nose and the citruses go more into the background. So they do mesh well together though. The black currant comes from the Bushu note. Bushu is a South African plant. So it technically, you know, it's Bal d'Afrique, so it kind of goes with the theme of this scent, right? It's almost sheer genius because Bushu kind of gives off blackcurrant berry and minty aroma. And that is pretty much all over this opening. It's simply outstanding, and it is definitely, beside that vetiver, as the theme of this scent, it really steals the show in this opening. In my personal opinion, I really think that introduction, without that Bushu note that gives it that uplifting scent, with, of course, the black currant in there is huge. Beautiful, beautiful opening. Now, among this, there is going to be some floral aspects in Bal d'Afrique. They come into play fairly early after this, you know, this blackcurrant and the citruses. You got some jasmine in here. You got some marigold in here. The marigold kind of shows its creamy aspect here and kind of makes Bal d'Afrique almost upscale a little bit. That creamy aspect's really nice. There's some honeyed sweetness in here and some musky aspects from the marigold. So the marigold does its thing in this opening. Now the vetiver starts showing its face a little bit more here. This is where the vetiver is going to basically hammer your nose and continue to go through the fragrance. It's not too rooty, the vetiver, by the way, and it starts meshing with that sweetness in this fragrance almost flawlessly. I've only seen this in a few fragrances, that sweetness and vetiver work really, really well together. Vetiver Tonka is the other one from Atomize Essence, and that's why these two are compared quite a bit. Sweetness and the vetiver work so well in this fragrance, so well. Bal d'Afrique, what does it start? It starts off with, it starts off very citrusy, fruity. It has some floral aspects. It has a little pinch of sweetness here and just enough earthiness from the vetiver. It's almost an undertone of earthiness to give this scent complexity. It gives it depth. It's still fresh, but the vetiver itself is starting to give this fragrance a little bit of a backbone to the fragrance, not too much. So I really enjoyed the opening of this fragrance. Now getting more into the dry down of Bal d'Afrique, the vetiver is the star of the show. It's not too rooty, it's not too clean. The vetiver is blended superbly in this fragrance. Probably the best, almost hidden, yet so impactful on the whole scent as a vetiver. I've never really felt this from a vetiver-based scent. Vetiver-based scents, you know the vetiver's there. She's front and center, especially with the dark, rooty ones. Even with the clean ones, you know that vetiver's there. But this one, it's there. You know it's there, but it's so it's so impactful on the whole freaking scent, but yet at the same time, it's so well hidden. This could be a vetiver for vetiver haters. maybe, we'll see. The cyclamen here, cyclamen is very close to lily of the valley as a floral, adds a green edge to the scent, which is paired with the violets, which of course violets gives like a watery aspect to a scent. So those kind of give the scent a fruity, waxy, transparent aspect to the scent. I absolutely love the blending in this fragrance, if I didn't say it enough. Bal d'Afrique continues to push the same idea. I wouldn't say it's linear, but there's a lot going on, and I don't see a huge change in this fragrance. I like to call this type of fragrance kind of a slow transition, and that's what Bal d'Afrique does, and it does it to perfection. Some fragrances are very slow to to move, and sometimes I hate that, sometimes I love it, and here I absolutely love it. Now, so it pushes the same idea until the end of the life of the fragrance. You get a little bit of muskiness towards the end to add to the central theme of the vetiver. There's also some light cedar in here, fairly light, but it does give its woody aspect to the fragrance. Overall, the best thing about this fragrance, like I said, is its blend, and shit, this is well constructed as a scent. That is the thing that, as a fragrance head, somebody that appreciates the art of fragrances, that goes all into this. This is so wearable, but it's so artsy at the same time. Very, very well done. As far as recommended age, Bal d'Afrique is very easy to wear, like I said. So unisex, women, you can wear this, women and men. I think as far as age range, there is no age range with this one. Again, teenagers, I don't see you wearing this type of fragrance, but you can if you got of course, the money and you are into niche type fragrances. This would be a great one. So anybody can really wear it. Fragrances that it's compared to, of course, Vetiver Tonka from Hermes Essence, one of my favorites from the Hermes Essence line. It is also compared to Vetiver Fatale, which I'm going to have a samples very, very soon on it. I can't judge it with Vetiver Fatale, but a lot of people are saying that it is. If it is, Vetiver Fatale is going to be an outstanding scent. Best time to wear this fragrance. This one is one of those that you can splash on at any time. It's one of those that are dumb reaches. So casual daytime, I don't think it's... You can wear it at night, but mostly daytime work. It's going to be your workhorse for work, school, things like that. Daytime scent. I really like this one during the day. Seasons, mostly spring, summer, and fall. I wore it during the spring, night and day, dress it up, dress it down, didn't care. Summer, this was great at night, especially the warmer summer nights. This worked very, very well. And of course, starting into the fall, and like I said, it just almost goes the whole range as far as seasons goes. Development, is this linear, average, or complex? Higher on the average. It's not complex at all. Higher on the average. It's up there as far as development goes. Work appropriate? Hell yeah, that's what it's built for. Signature scent worthy? Yeah, I could see it definitely. This is one of those that's easy to wear, so it can be signature scent, especially if you're in a warmer climate year-round, you know, like the Floridas and things like that. You could wear this year-round. I could see that. So let's get into my rating system for Bal d'Afrique Projection. This is where it takes a little bit of a hit. 4 bottles out of 10. It's fairly below average as far as projection goes. I did more sprays, less sprays, high heat in the cold weather. Projection, this thing doesn't project too much. That's why it gets a 4. Longevity, a little better score here. 7 bottles out of 10. I might get a good 6 to 8 hours with Bal d'Afrique. So very good as far as a vetiver fresh scent. Compliment factor, again, fairly high, 7 bottles out of 10. Again, not a huge compliment getter, but it still is very, very good on the Richter scale. Uniqueness, 9 bottles out of 10. I really like, even though it's compared to Vetiver Tonka and Vetiver Fatale, this is, as far as blend goes, the blackcurrant, the use of blackcurrant is simply outstanding in this with the sweetness and the vetiver and all that. I gotta give it a 9. There's nothing on the market, personally for me, with this whole package that is doing it this way. Pricing versus what you get, I'm gonna give it a 9 too. Byredo prices are fairly high, but It is one of the best from the brand, dare I say top 3 from the brand, at least in my personal opinion. So I think it's well deserved for the price. You're not going to get anything that's cheaper than this with the exact same thing. You won't. Versatility, that's high. This is what Belle d'Afrique is good for. Versatility, 9 bottles out of 10. Scent, 10 bottles out of 10. Again, the blend, the way the vetiver is, it's almost a magic trick that it's there. It's a huge part of this fragrance, yet it's not really there. It's well hidden. That introduction of the citruses, it's high-end citruses, authentic, juicy. Same thing with the blackcurrant, beautiful blackcurrant scent, among others. There's a lot more to this fragrance, and everything that's put into this is so well done. So well-deserving 10 as far as the scent goes. Overall, Belle d'Afrique, a well-deserving 10. Welcome to the Perfect 10 Club, and that is a great start for the House of Byredo, my very first fragrance review on my channel, and you get a 10. So good job. Pulp is coming right behind you, and I think we all know what you're going to get on my channel too. So Byredo is doing very, very well on my channel in the next few years. So Belle d'Afrique, well deserving of a 10, and that goes to the buy, try, or pass. It's a definite buy from the House of Byredo. If I had to recommend at least 2 fragrances from the brand, this would probably be on that list. So overall, Belle d'Afrique is a fun, fruity scent that isn't too fun. It's a vetiver that isn't too vetiver-esque. It's not too rooty, it's not too clean, but just perfect and hidden so well, but still a vetiver. It's fresh, yet not being too fresh, which makes it much more versatile as a scent. The development of this scent is outstanding. The blend is second to none. I've become very familiar with Jérôme Pinet's scent, smelling the whole Atelier Cologne lineup, and I know his strengths and his weaknesses as a parfumier. And for me, just to be honest, this is his masterpiece. This and Pulp are my 1-2 punch from the House of Byredo, and they share some similarities. I kind of look at Pulp as the younger brother of Belle d'Afrique. It has its up and downs, and sometimes it's kind of out of control. A lot of people don't like Pulp because it's just out there. And Belle d'Afrique, it's its mature, older brother. Goes through the motions, but very steady as a scent. If I had to recommend 2 fragrances from the brand, right here and right there, Pulp and Belle d'Afrique are my 2 recommends from the House of Byredo. The 2 fragrances that I own are simply outstanding from the brand. So I thank you for watching my review on the House of Byredo. Belle d'Afrique, a good one. Hey, I just got this year. Pretty good dent in this one. Really great scent from the House of Byredo. Please comment below if you have any take on Belle d'Afrique, good, bad. You don't think it's a perfect 10. Please put your comment below. Let us know why. And remember, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching.